All righty. We're gonna get going here because I don't want this to take too long, but I want to make sure we get to everything. I want to make sure you guys understand. So, if you guys know or don't know, we do have a mobile app. So we have the BRE Bear Real Estate app. You go in the App Store, you can download it. It's called Bear Real Estate app. Just type that in, and you'll be able to see it in the dashboard or in the App Store or Google Play Store. You can download it on Android or iPhone. And when you go into there, you'll see it. So if you don't already have one, just so you guys know, it's an additional $20 a month. But I think it's probably the most worth it thing because I'm sure I don't know how many of you guys are brand new, but I'm sure the people who have been doing it for a while understand the frustration of like your client, you setting them like MLS subscriptions or even lofty subscriptions or whatever it may be. And then inevitably, no matter what you do, no matter what you tell them, they constantly send you Zillow links to stuff. And it's like, oh my God, stop searching on Zillow. Just just tell me the address to the property. And again, it's because obviously the technology that we have, I mean, MLS is so behind, it's ridiculous. We pay a lot of money for that thing, and they don't even have like you think they'd have a way to make it look better and more user friendly. But so, you know, this also prevents for a couple things. So if your client's searching on Zillow for properties while you're working with them, inevitably, everybody always does it. People end up clicking the get more information or whatever it may be button on there. And then now their information has been shared with a bunch of agents who are paying. Yeah, who are paying. Oh, why am I being? Someone's making me echo. Hello? Okay, it's not echoing now. Now their information is being shared to a bunch of agents that are paying to get that information as soon as possible. So now they're going to be bombarded by a bunch of phone calls from random people and random agents. And I mean, obviously, hopefully you're doing such a great job with them and they love you so much that they're not going to, talk to another agent and be like, oh, yeah, go show me that house. But inevitably, it seems like half the time they do, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I talked to some other agent or whatever." So it always inevitably like ends up not working out in your favor. So again, the more we can reduce the amount of agents that are contacting your client while you're working with them, the better. This kind of helps prevent that because people are used to using their phones to search for things. I mean, most people, even the older generation, they use apps on their phone to search for stuff. So, most people are not, yes, they do go and look at their email if you tell them to, but again, they would much rather actually just have an app that they could search for homes. That's why a lot of people download, even people that aren't even looking to buy homes, just like looking at homes, they'll download the Zillow app, they'll download the Realtor.com app just to look at houses. And again, if you're the person that's has the app that's constantly being shown to them, when they do eventually inevitably want to buy, they'll go, oh yeah, I need to call Evo, or I need to call Sam, or I need to call Frank, or all those things. The other benefit to it, for some of your superstitious clients who are afraid of all their information being sold to, whatever other foreign country it is. The nice thing about the Barrett mobile app is it doesn't sell any of your client's personal information. So when your client signs up on the Barrett mobile app, it's not going to sell their information to any third party like dealers or anything like that. So it all stays within the Barrett mobile app. The only person that's going to see it is going to be you. So that's the other benefit too. So, if a client goes on realtor.com or whatever and searches for a home and puts their info in, now they're not only going to get a call from agents, but now realtor.com has their info. They're going to solicit them. They're going to send them stuff. They're going to email them stuff. They're going to send them stuff to mail. So it always is better if, you can kind of keep your information contained to an extent. You know what I mean? So that's one of the other benefits. And again, I do think it's something you should use as a selling point of why your clients should sign up for your app, or even random people that you're not even trying to sell something to. You're just like, hey, you sign up for my app and look for stuff. Plus, again, it's connected directly to the MLS. So I'm going to jump in the app here so I can show you a little bit, like real briefly about it, but I want to really show you how I try to market my app and different ways you can do that to try to get more users on there, even if they're not buying right at the moment. But as we expand into other states, you will be able to see those states within your mobile app as well in Chime, but in your mobile app. So just like on Zillow, a client can search in all 50 states and they can look at properties everywhere. Right now, because it's contained to our MLSs that we're a part of, it's contained to Arizona, and now the California, some of California is in there, not all of California, but some of California is in there, some of Michigan's in there. So as we go to the new states, more and more states will be opened up in there in the app that they'll be able to see as well, and that you'll be able to see too. So it's pretty cool. Any questions before we start? Good.
Parts of California.
Carlsbad and San Diego.
Okay, thanks.
San Diego is where our office is. I'm sure their MLS covers a wider range than just like San Diego specifically, but that area. Perfect. So can you guys all see my screen?
Yes.
Perfect. Alrighty here. Cool. So this is your mobile app. Obviously, if you haven't seen it, this is what it looks like. So and if we zoom out of here, you can see if we go over here towards San Diego, we should see some stuff pop up. So yeah, so we can see all of this here. I was like, I don't know how far it extends. It might go pretty far, but I could be wrong. But yeah, so we've got this whole area right here, all this stuff. Part of sorry if I mute you. I'm hearing my voice twice. So you can see San Diego and stuff like that, and then we go swing over to Michigan. If I know where Michigan is, okay, there it is. Michigan may not be up and running just yet, in the app at least. But yes, so you'll be able to see that. Obviously, you can pretty much see all of Arizona right now. So I think we're in almost every MLS in Arizona, if I'm not mistaken. So again, like we're in Yuma, all that stuff, it'll pop up in there. Cool. So again, this app is super cool. Again, it's super useful, especially too when you're trying to go through. And what I normally do, again, I just use the mobile app as a way to kind of like have that other form of technology per se for your clients, depending on what they're comfortable with. Because if I only do stuff one way, then that might only work for one type of client. So if I only send people emails, maybe if I'm working with a Gen Z person buying a house, they're like, I don't ever look at my email, or even millennials who never probably look at their emails, or even us who never look at their emails. So just having that other capability to be able to tell them like, oh, hey, yeah, I'm going to send you email of properties and stuff that match what you're looking for. But also you can download my app and you can start searching, for whatever you want. And you can save searches in there as well. And and I tell all my clients, it's just like the Zillow or Realtor.com app. It's just specific to me. And so when you go in there and you ask for questions or you want information on properties, you're not going to get a bunch of calls from a bunch of agents. And they're always like, oh, great, fantastic. That's exactly what I want, because it's annoying. So I always tell them that. But it just helps with another level of like a way to get in touch and engage with your clients. And some people are more comfortable using an app on their phone than they are necessarily opening up emails, or they probably got 4,000 emails that they've never opened in 30 years on their phone. So but again, some of the ways you can, at least when you're talking to your clients, I normally go over this in my buyer's consultation. So I use this as a quick, like instant gratification way of people being able to like do something. So like a lot of times you'll meet with clients and then they're like, hey, I want to go look at this house right now, or I want to go do XYZ or whatever, whatever. And they're like, oh, okay, you're like, well, I need to know what you're approved for. It's going to be kind of hard to, determine like what we should go look at if we don't know what you're approved for. But sometimes people just like want to look, they want to get in there right now. So, and it's kind of useless for you to set up a property search because how are you going to know if that's going to be what they're going to be able to buy? So a lot of times what I'll do is I'll, get them going, get them set up with the lender, send them over to the lender and say, hey, the lender's going to work on your stuff. For the time being, right now, let's start looking because that's what they want. Download this app, and either if I'm meeting with them in person, I'll literally have them download the app right now. And I'll do it with them so they know how to use it. And then literally I'll be like, hey, download the app. You can go on there and you can search for properties and you can start looking for stuff. I can see everything you're looking at. So I'll know, if there's something specific you want to see. Goodness, I keep yawning. Just go in there and favorite it. And then I'll know that you want to see that. So that just kind of gives them that instant gratification that right after they leave, being with you or meeting with you, they're able to like, they have this thing, they can go on the app and they can start looking for stuff. So people think it's really exciting for some reason. So, and that's, again, that's some of the benefit of like them working with, a realtor is that they actually get, you should be leveraging your technology to help show your value to your clients. Because if, for one, a lot of real estate agents don't have their own individual app where they can, give it to their clients and their clients can search for properties for one, but also eventually, I mean, you guys saw the hearing and everything that happened in, I think it was Missouri or wherever it was, but agents were not being very clear on what they were doing or what they're were charging people for commission, and the NAR over there just got sued for like $1 billion or something crazy. So now we're going to have to start more than we have before. We're going to have to start justifying why we get paid what we get paid. So, having stuff like this and having tools and technology that clients can use to leverage looking for a house is one of the reasons why you're more valuable than the guy who sells 3 houses a year and, just sends me emails every day and they're not based on anything I want. So, you're going to have to start figuring out ways to kind of set yourself apart and start justifying why you're worth money. So, and this is a really cool tool to do that with. So now when let's say when your client goes on here, they can see your name and everything on it. They can see the property, they can look up everything, blah, blah, blah. They can see all the details, everything of the property. You on your agent side, because you'll be on the agent account, so you'll be able to see some extra information. Like you'll be able to see the listing agent's details, but the client will not be able to see this. And then you can put in your preferred lender, whoever you want to use for your lending. You can put in a preferred lender and put that in there. But they can see a lot of information. It's really cool, really useful. They can schedule a showing right from here and put it on a calendar. I don't tell my clients to do that, but if you want to, you can. The cool thing too is that they can click this little message button up here at the very top. If you see at the very top in this right-hand corner, there's a little heart, a little share, and a little message. You can click that. The client can click that message and they can message you directly. So they can message you directly about this house and say, hey, I want to go see this one. They can push this little heart button and they can favorite it. And then that means when you go into their profile in the app, you'll see that they favorited this property. And then if you click this little share button, and this is the cool feature. So you can actually have the client share your mobile app for you. And that's like the big thing that's super cool. 90% of the time, all the time, my clients, like my client, I have this one client where her and her daughter are always looking at the houses that we're trying to find, and now that I sold them one house, now the son's looking for a house. And so they're always like sharing Zillow shit back and forth. So now you can have a client share this app with another family member that you don't know. And if they sign up for it, you've now generated a brand new lead on like a referral basis, not just a random generated lead online. So this is like the most powerful thing on here. So your client can actually go in here and they can pick somebody that they want to message it or send it to, and it'll go directly to them. And then basically they'll be able to, now that other person, that random person that you don't maybe even know, will be able to go on that app through that little link and register and sign up for it. And they can also go on there and search for homes too. So that's super cool. I know in Yuma, they've been using it like crazy. And so they've just been giving it to everybody. And they're like, we have like 1 to 2 people regularly, like a day, just sign up for the app. Because down there, they don't really have any of that technology. So not that they're like behind, but technologically wise, like on the real estate side, they kind of do a lot of things old school over there. So definitely like out here, like you need to be telling people about this. The best way obviously is just literally telling people for sure, and telling people to download your app. But there's a couple other things you can do here, and that's what I want to cover today. I know this has been like a long preamble of me just talking, but so you can do a couple things here. If you go into your actual more button and you click that, you'll see some options here. Now you can see the invite friends one. That's the one you're going to want. So this is really cool because for one, you can go here. Your client has access to this as well, and they can share it with people. But you can share this link just like you could. You can send it to whoever you want to send it to. You can invite contacts specifically. I'm not going to do that right this second, but you can invite people into the app and be able to view those contacts in there and then send them the information. Or you can also copy this link. And so if you see I clicked on, oh goodness, man, I can't stop yawning. You can click on copy link and it'll actually copy your link. So you do have a specific URL to this app that will bring them to like a little landing page where they can actually go and download the app. So that thing is really cool because what I'll do is normally I'll copy this. And then the first way that I always share this with people too, or not necessarily my clients, but with people outside of like that are already my clients, is I share it on social media. So I'll go and copy this link and then I'll go to my, Facebook, and then you could make whatever you wanted. So you could go and make a post, or I normally do it as a story. So, and again, I'll just go in here and I'll click on this. So I'm going to take a picture of this screen. And so you could pull up a picture if you already have a picture set up, say you've made something in Canva to promote it, or you just take a picture of you out and about showing homes. But take a picture on your story. And then all you have to do is just click this little emoji, like sticker looking face at the top here. And then you'll have one over here that says link at the bottom right, you'll see there. And then now you can just paste that URL for your Homestack app in there. And if you want to get fancy with it, you can customize the text of the actual link. So you could say, hey, check out, not like that, check out my app. And so now on your story, it'll have this little link. Obviously, you'd want to make something more exciting than this, but just to give you an example, hey, check out my app. And then you can also tag other people in this. I always tag Homestack because Homestack is a company that made the app for us. Homestack. And then I'm just going to add some extra stuff. You can add some text. App training. So boom. So now if I post this to my story and I go boom, share to my story, done. So now it's on my story. And if I look here, go to my story, boom, now it's there. And so a random person can go to my story and click on that link and download my app. And so if they click on this here, it's going to go, let me see here. Maybe work, cooperate. Okay, I'll show you the landing page in a second, but it'll actually open up a landing page. Will I be able to see it in here? It'll open up a landing page that'll have your picture on it, your little bio, and it'll say, hey, download my app if you want to look at properties or whatever. So
Hey, if you share that story to Facebook as well, when you do that, since Facebook stories direct
on mine, yes. So like I have it where it'll share it on Facebook and Instagram.
But does it disable the link on Facebook?
No.
Because I thought they took away the like if you created the story on Facebook, I couldn't find the option to add the link anymore.
No, it should still have that. They may have moved
Oh, it
it. I don't.
should. Oh,
To be
okay.
honest with you, I don't normally use. I don't go on Facebook ever that often. But let's look here. Maybe it's already on my story here. Let me go to my actual business. I think it posted my business one maybe. Like I gotta think. I literally barely ever go on my Facebook, so I'm like, I have no
That's
idea.
okay.
But let's just to give an example here. Let's just let me snap another picture for Facebook. Oh, now it's forward facing camera. Wait, here, I'll do that one. Whee! And then stickers, tag location, add yours, poll. Huh. Now you guys just get to stare at my face. Gifts. I'll have to find out, but maybe they have changed that.
Okay.
I didn't know that they did, but um, I normally go through Instagram to do it, but on Facebook too, you should be able to do that. If not, you can just create a post even too.
Okay.
I'll show you the other cool thing that you can do that I also do on top of. Normally, this is what I do to Facebook, but on Instagram, I'll normally put it in my story so people can see it. And for some of you guys might be like, I don't know what you're talking about these Instagrams stories or whatever. If you don't, let me know and we can schedule, we can set up a class to do a explanation on that kind of stuff. But again, it's really just like any other thing, just like your Popple, you're just copying that link, you're sharing it with people. You can text this link to people, all that stuff. You can even add this link to your Popple. So if you go on your Popple here, and we go in here, I click edit, and I go, I already have it on mine, but see, you've got mobile app right there, and then I go preview. So you've got my mobile app right there, so people can go and click on that, and it'll take them to download the app. So you have to make sure that they sign up and they register in your app, because if they just download the Barrett Real Estate app, it's going to tell them to select an agent. You need to make sure you're sending them your link. If you don't send them your link, they're just going to be downloading some random thing. And then they'll have to pick, hopefully they'll be able to go and, oh yeah, let me pick, Frank, and make sure I pick Frank as my agent. But if you don't tell them to do that, or if you don't send them the link, they might end up picking another agent or not picking an agent at all. So make sure you guys tell them who to go and just send them your link, and then you won't have to worry about it. But the other thing, does that make sense? Anybody super confused? We got 9 people, so I know everybody's not like, well, yeah, that makes perfect sense. Who's never opened Instagram before? I'm just kidding. Nobody? Nothing? Okay. Makes sense so far. Perfect. Thank you, Carmen. It always feels good when I feel like I'm talking to myself. Not just kidding, guys. So, okay, cool. So the other thing you can do that I like doing a lot is I like going, just like, and if you were in the class earlier with Chime, I like going and finding random properties. So I'll go and find like super expensive properties. So, and like just put like this, I'm going to make a range of 4.2 to 5 million. And so I'm going to find these properties here. Whoa, what the heck? It's like a mansion. Okay, some of these are not exact. Okay, let's pick this one because this one's cool looking. So we're going to go in here and we're going to select this one. And then what we can do is we can actually click share ourselves as an agent. We can go through and click share. And then we can actually scroll over here and we can click Facebook. And then so now you can go, and I might, just to be safe, let me just look here real quick and see if it shows. It doesn't show, so we're just gonna, screw. You could go and find out what the listing, like the brokerage is, but again, we could live on the wild side every once in a while, guys. It's okay. Yeah. So you'll just put, hey, check out this crazy big house in AZ. And then just click next. And then now it's going to, oh yeah, see, maybe you're right, Frank. It says links cannot be shared by your story. Interesting. So now you can just go and I'm sharing it to my feed. You can also post it to a group if you want. So that's really cool. So if you're a part of a bunch of different groups as well, you can go in there and you can share it in there. Yeah, super cool. You can share it to a friend's timeline if someone's looking for a, oh, I might have done that accidentally. If someone's looking for a house specifically, wow, I deleted my stuff. So you do a few different things with how you want to share it, but I'm just going to share it to my feed so that it'll just go. You click share, and then it'll go share to Facebook, and then get. And if we go to my Facebook now, it should show on there. I think it shares on my business page, maybe. I don't remember, guys. I never look at my Facebook. I just post stuff and don't have to think about it. Okay, might be on my personal, so let's look there. Yep, there it is. So you can see right there, it shared it, sent it on to my Facebook, and then now you have this huge house. And then again, it's just something that people will click on. And then when they go and they click on it, they can sign up for your app. So that's the point. So yeah, look, there's Frank. Oh my God. You guys thought you would escape the Frank, but you can't. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, so does that seem like pretty easy? Or is everybody just like, that's confusing? I don't know what you're talking about.
No, it seems easy.
Right? And then you can just go and share that stuff. And you could do that regularly. And again, I would recommend that I'm going to pop up here real quick into Lofty real quick so you guys can see. And I know where I'm like jumping through a bunch of different things, but I just want to really show you like there's a lot of ways because we're like, oh, we have this mobile app, but I don't know how to get anybody to use it. There's a lot of ways you can share this information, and not just with the app. You could do that with any of the stuff that we have, like your Popple or just like your website, different things. You can go and you should be like putting this in your story, letting people know it's a thing, sharing it on your Facebook. That's an easy way to kind of get it out there. You can even as well, if you wanted to, if you make a post on let's say Facebook or Instagram about your app, you can go and run an ad, even if it's just like a boost post ad or something like that for the time being. It's not the best way to run an ad, but you can even boost a post and, yeah, you're paying a little bit of money, but you're getting it out there in front of more eyeballs so that more people have the potential of clicking on your app and downloading it. So there are definitely a ton of ways to be able to, send this to people. So, and then I want to hop into Lofty here because I do want to show you how I have mine set up to where it actually sends every time a lead generates in my system, it actually sends them my link to my mobile app. So I want to show you guys that real quick. So let me share screens. Come on. We got some comments in there. Let me make sure I answer all the questions. Okay, good. Oh, this is not what I want. 4 was playing Ed Sheeran earlier today. So, all right. So we're going to go into Lofty real quick. And I'm already signed in. Boom. All right. So Lofty, aka Chime, same thing. But you can go and you can copy that link from your app, and you can just email it to yourself or text it to yourself or whatever. But you can copy that link. And then I went in here, and there is a training on this plan that I made specifically on the YouTube channel. But I went in and actually just created a smart plan, and I created my own from scratch. And it's this one right here that says Barrett Real Estate App. So now if I click on this here, I can show you. So this will just show you an example of what the smart plan does. And so immediately, right after someone registers on my app, it sends them an email. It sends them an auto email that says, check out my app. And it says, hey, lead first name, which means it's going to insert the name of the person that it's being sent to. So, hey, John, this is Evo. Exciting news. My real estate app is now live. You know, find properties in real time, make property hunting a breeze. Download now and start exploring your dream properties. I didn't write that. I'm not that eloquent when I speak. I use the good old chat GPT, but again, same thing. And I just have it auto sending a text message and auto sending an email. So I'm not doing this. It's just whenever any new lead is created in my system, it's just going to send this out. So, and then again, it waits another 30 days. And in 30 days, it sends them another message just saying, hey, just checking in. Did you get a chance to sign up for my app? You know, so it's just kind of hitting them again as a reminder. You could set this up multiple times. You could make it way more complicated than this, and you could make a smart plan that goes over the course of a year, and it just like explains to people like all the cool benefits of your app. You know,
Is that a company? Is that one under company smart plans, or is that just yours? You said.
no, this is just one I made. I mean, we probably should make one for you guys so you just have one in there. But again, you can just make your own. You can make your smart plans for anything you want. So this is just another way. So like that, I don't have to do it myself.
No, I like
Time
it.
will just automatically send this out every time a lead comes into my system. If they come in through my website, whatever they come in through, it's going to tell them to download my app.
What if they come in through the app?
No, because I have that excluded.
Okay, so there's a way to exclude it. Cool.
Yeah, so like on the app here, you'll see they have to meet these specific conditions. Now, there's a bunch of them on here, but they have to meet the specific conditions, and then I can actually open this up if you guys want to see it. Here. I don't want to get too crazy with it, but
this is on the YouTube channel.
yeah, this exact video of me creating this plan is on the YouTube channel. If you guys go to BrokerMint here, and then you scroll down, you'll see Barrett YouTube channel. And I am backed up on so many videos that need to be released. So I'm gonna go through there and try to hammer those out over the next 2 weeks and hammer out a bunch of videos that have been. Oh, there he is again. Jesus Christ. It's like he's like an elf on a shelf. Oh my gosh. But if you go in here under playlists and you go to where's Chime? Chime. It used to be called Chime. If you're brand new, it used to be called Chime, not Lofty. And we've got smart plans. And this is literally, you love hearing my voice, but this is a step-by-step of that specific smart plan I used. Where to get your link if you're on your computer instead of using your phone. If you send it to yourself, like logging into the backend system of the app, how to download these little app store badges so that they'll show up in the email and the text message as well. So, and how I set it up with all the parameters that I put on it. So it's
Can you
literally
put that link in the
step.
chat since you found it for us all,
Oh yeah.
please? Thank you.
There's also, I'll give you the other one too. So that one's smart plans. So that one's smart plans. And then I have another video that's a full, if you haven't even touched your mobile app and you've never looked at the back end side of it, there are a bunch of, not a bunch, but there are other features that you can't do within the mobile version, like on your phone. There are some features that you can't set up on your phone that you'll have to do through the actual the app or the backend site. But come on now. God, I'm being overstimulated right now. There's too many things. Okay. This one right here for the mobile app. And then I'll give you guys this one too. This one's a step-by-step video of how to set up your app, what it does, what features it has, and then the difference between the front-end version and the back-end version as well.
Awesome, thanks.
And I'll put this in the chat too. So yeah, so that'll give you info on if you want to watch step by step how to do that. But that's just another way that you can automatically, leveraging what Lofty can do, leveraging the automation that it has to automate something to get more users so you don't have to go and do it yourself. You don't have to manually send out all these emails. It'll just go and do it, so you don't have to really think about it. There's okay. We covered the social media side of it, of just doing the basic, the easy stuff, sharing it from the app. We covered telling people about it, working it into your buyer's presentation or your seller's presentation too. Also too, putting it on your Popple is huge, because I'm sure you guys have seen my Popple training, or at least some of you may have seen my social media class that we did a while back, but I think it is on the YouTube channel as well. But you should be utilizing these QR codes, because you can put this stuff on your Popple, and then I put my QR codes on literally everything. So like on my listing signs, on my business cards, I put that literally on everything that there is to have. Like all my open house flyers, everything that I have, I put my Popple QR code on it, and then you can always change the links on your Popple. And so say someone's like on a listing sign, I have my sign on a listing, and someone drives by, they scan it. Not only do they have all my contact info, they have all my social media accounts, but now they have my website, and they can download my mobile app to search for homes. So having all of that stuff accessible at their fingertips is like super useful. So if you guys haven't really dived into, at least, and I'm just saying, at least setting up the basic stuff. Use your Lofty account. I'm, as much as I like use a lot of the technology that we have, I use like it very specifically. So like I'm not going in there and organizing all my leads and like doing all this complicated stuff. I'm putting the leads in my Lofty account, and I'm turning on some smart plans for them. And that's about the extent of what I'm going to do. And I go and update notes. I'm not doing all the flashy craziness or anything like that in there. I do what's easy for me, because if it's easy, I'm going to keep doing it. So I utilize the things within the systems that make sense for me and that I know how to use, and I can go and do it relatively quickly without a lot of, difficulty. So I really only use the Popple. I use Chime, obviously. And then I use the mobile app too. And that's literally like what I use. So yeah, listing to leads is good, and it posts like automatically posts on because I don't really do anything on my Facebook. So other than like posts that share across from Instagram, but like it'll automatically post on my Facebook page, all those automatic posts and categories and topics and stuff like that. I don't go through and do any of that. But I use it for that. And then sometimes I'll go through and run ads. Normally I do run ads through listing to leads. But again, you don't have to get complicated with that if you're not going to spend money on leads. These are the organic ways to build up, your user base, or just even leads in general. So, you don't get overwhelmed. You don't have to use all of these things all at once. If you just use the mobile app and say you just start telling more people about it, even if you just tell people, hey, I have a mobile app that you can download and I can send you the link, and you send it to them. That will exponentially increase the amount of people that are using your app currently if you just remember to tell people about it. So even if you're just going out, networking with people, meeting people, showing them that, I like showing them the Popple, because then I can already have all of that stuff on the Popple, but same concept. Any questions so far?
Can you link your Popple to import people to Chime?
Yes. Yeah, you can. I think I'd have to double check. It might be a pro feature now. I'd have to double check though. But I think you can still do it manually. You have to use a third-party app called Zapier, but you can do it, yes. So we can do a class on that specifically. There's probably I think there's some recordings on that in the YouTube channel. But if you schedule a time with me sometime during the week, then we can always go through and I can help you do it that way too. But yes, there is a way to do that, so that anybody you connect with will go into your what's it called? Chime. What you guys got? How do you guys feel about that? Do any of you think you're going to actually do any of these things? Who thinks like, oh, this is kind of easy, I could probably do that, like that's not that hard?
Heck yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think setting it up on the auto post, like picking them all out at once, but doing it daily, like taking the time daily to do it is harder than doing it on one day, and at least
No,
for me,
yeah,
and setting them all up and then just backing away from it.
yeah, and that's what I would do. Even if you do like when you're like sharing to Facebook, I will always like all the time I'll do, and it always gets a lot of people that like interact with it, as I'll do like, listing of the month or whatever, and just do one a month. And I'll go in the app and I'll just find a really cool listing and I'll post that one and be like, oh my gosh, guys, you have to check this one out. Like, oh, this is crazy. And then again, it gets people to click on it. Hopefully they register. I've even had times where my friends will go and click on it, and then they'll text me and be like, hey, why do I have to sign up for your app? And I'll be like, you want to see the cool house? Gotta sign up for my app. And then they go, fine. And they sign up for the app.
Oh, so when they do it that way through the app, it forces them to sign up for the app to see the pictures?
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
no,
that's
exactly.
cool.
I think it shows them I think it shows them like, it brings them to a little landing page, I think. And it has like some pictures of the property or info. And then it says sign up, register to be able to see the property. So, and that's the thing, that landing page. Oh yeah, let me see if I can show you that landing page here. Let me see if I can get it to work. I don't know why it wasn't working before. Come on. So then this is what it will look like. Okay, we're sure. Okay. What's it on my Instagram? Okay, cool. So that's what it looks like. So this is what it looks like when it's just like the straight up link. Let me go to the Facebook post to show you what that looks like when people click on it. But yeah, just a little landing page, put your picture on it, and then you need to go in your account. Again, I would highly recommend, if you're using the mobile app and you're paying for it, especially, go watch that video on how to set it up so that you can make sure your account looks correct and you have like your picture and all that stuff in there. And then if I go to Facebook here, geez, Afton's everywhere. What did I post on my page? All right, if we click on this, what does it do? So yeah, so it goes right here, and then it'll show the property. I don't think it shows any more pictures. And then it'll say, if they haven't installed it, it'll say like on here, like you need to download the app. So, and then it'll show them a little bit of details of the property, and then it'll tell them to download the app. So it's pretty cool.
And then these postings, you could do both on your personal page and your business page on Facebook?
Yeah, you can. I think it depends on which one you're signed into when you're sharing it from the app like this, because I guarantee if I go in here and I switch to my business profile, now this is just a test, because I'm just sharing it from my actual app, so it's probably just pushing it to Facebook, whichever one I'm signed into. So hang on, let's look here. Oh, whoa, this one's cool. Let's click on that one. Let's go to Facebook. So yeah, so it's just dictating on which one I'm signed into. No, I don't want to answer your spam call. So yeah, it's just dictating it based on whichever account I'm signed into.
Okay.
So if I look in here and I go post on Facebook, now it's showing my actual business page and not my personal profile. So you'll have to do it if you want to do it on both. You'll have to go and do it twice if you do it this way. Or
Okay.
again, you could create a post yourself manually and like put the link in there, but it's not going to create like a cool, like it'll create the landing page, but it's not going to be exactly the same.
Okay.
Can you share on LinkedIn? I'm sure you can share it, because you can just copy this link, I'm pretty sure, and share it on whatever you want when you click this share button. So I'm sure I don't ever use LinkedIn, but yeah, LinkedIn, it's right there. Boom. You can share it to LinkedIn. Share in a post. Yep, boom, there we go.
I saw a high level button on your phone. Are you using that now too?
Yeah, I have that for that's the fun thing about sharing my phone screen. I'm like, what are people gonna see on my phone today?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I use that separately for some other stuff. So
Yeah, it's cool.
but yeah, so it makes it super easy to share it, at least from the app. And then and you can do this like in 3 seconds and just pick a property, select it, share it, and then be like, cool, boom, it's on my Facebook. I don't have to think about it again. So, and you've kind of like, I've done something for the day, you know what I mean? But yeah, just doing that regularly, at least like, sharing like a really cool property like once a month, or you could do it. I mean, once a week is kind of committing, but you know what I mean. But even if you did like house of the week or something like that, you could do that and share that regularly so that you have those coming out. Again, it is similar to what listing to leads does, and listing to leads does their stuff a little bit differently, and it's made more to just generate leads, as opposed to, I don't necessarily care if people are going to buy anything. I just want them on my app looking, because they're probably just going to continue to use my app and not that, not be like, oh, I don't want to use this, because they can see everything that's on the MLS. And then I can always go to, once they download it, I can go and call them and say, hey, saw you downloaded my app, really appreciate it. If you ever need anything, let me know. Are you buying right now? If they're not buying right now, cool, no problem. Hey, just so you know, you can share properties in there to your friends and family and stuff if you want to show them and whatnot. If you ever have any questions, let me know. Blah blah blah. There's even more things you can do to increase like engagement within your app even as well, but we'll cover that in a different video. A couple things I want to reiterate before we jump off here, unless anybody else has any questions real quick. It's a couple big things I want to make sure I mention to you guys. No? Okay, cool. So on the 8th of December, we are doing a Christmas party here at our office. It's going to be in the big training room. We have we're going to have food, games, prizes. Some of our partners will be there because they're going to be providing gifts and stuff. So please make sure you guys come if you can. Again, it's on the 8th of December from 4 to 6. Also, if you guys haven't been into the office, if you have, you'll notice the Christmas tree in the corner. There's a bunch of tags on it. We're doing a toy drive. So those toys, you just need to drop the toys off at the office by the 12th. So you can grab a tag off the tree if you want, and there's specific toys written down on there. But if you just bring in toys, that's all that really matters. So don't wrap them or anything like that, just bring them in. And then the other thing for next week's training, which is going to be pretty good, is we're having Homestack, the people that created the app for us, the mobile app, are going to actually come in, or not come in, they're going to be virtual, but they're going to do a training on, let me see here. Sorry, I'm trying to remember what she said. They're going to do a training on Thursday, same time like we normally do, on the app, but they're going to cover a little bit. We covered the marketing today. They're going to cover some of the engagement and like some of the things you can do on the app side that are a little bit ways to kind of get it out there more. They're going to be covering, but it's going to be them specifically. So it's always good to hear straight from the people who made it. But also, they're actually running a contest for, and where's the email that she put all the details for it in there? That's what I'm trying to find. Hang on. Sorry, guys. Because I know she sent me an email for it specifically. But they're doing a contest. Rachel. Okay, here, let me click on it here. She gave me the info. Hang on one sec. Okay, so they're doing a contest that basically says all you need to do is create a quick reel video about talking about the benefits of your apps to your mobile app to your clients, and you got to post it on your social media by December 11th and tag Homestack Apps and use the hashtag National App Day, because I guess December 11th is National App Day. And they'll be announcing a winner by the 15th of December. But they're giving out each agent who enters a post, who posts a video, will get an updated media kit, and then we'll be put in the running for to win a big prize. So yeah, so I'll get more details and I'll send you the exact thing out. But it's an easy way, because realistically, a lot of realtors use this app, so many of them might not post anything. So I don't know what the big prize is, but I mean, hey, free stuff. So I'm all for free stuff. So I'll send out the details on it if you guys have any questions. So anything else for me, guys? Do you guys feel like that was beneficial? Or are you guys like, wow, that was great, that was amazing, Evil's fantastic, he's so smart?
It was awesome. Thank you.
Perfect. If you guys need anything or you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know. You can always shoot me a text or email me or text me, or I already said text, or call me. Preferably just text me. But either way. Alrighty, guys. Well, I will see you guys later. If you guys need anything, let me know.
Okay, thanks, buddy.
Thank
Alrighty,
you so
see you later.
much. Have a great one,
Thank you.
everybody.
Of course. Have a good one.